What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection NXT Takeover Austin Aries. Here we do have Austin Aries in the packaging. He does come with his entrance gear. His name right here, Austin Aries NXT debut, March 2nd, 2016. And can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that we finally see Austin Aries in the WWE? Yes? Okay, we're done. Here we have double A Austin Aries on the side. Same image right here. And then on the back we have a little bio for Austin Aries. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 202 pounds, finishing move, The Last Chancery. After a decade making his mark around the world, Austin Aries brings a fight to NXT. Love him or hate him, the hard-hitting, high-flying submission specialist is undeniably the greatest man that ever lived. Just ask him. Other figures of this line include Seth Rollins, Bayley, No Way Jose, and of course, Austin Aries. Can't wait to get him open up, and you can see that the Target employee was a little generous, or they liberally opened this case. You can see the cut. But we're not here to talk about the cut. We're here to talk about the figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him open up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Austin Aries posing out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually have a look at his accessory. He does come with one accessory, that being his entrance cape, jacket. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It kind of looks like a jacket because it has a collar, but it kind of just wraps around him like a cape. But it does fit Austin Aries pretty well. You can see it just slides over the figure. It looks really nice, and there's a lot of nice sculpted detail in it. So let's show that off really fast. Like I said, it has a lot of sculpted detail right here. You can see even in the collar is riveted. And those rivets are actually raised, so you can obviously tell that they're there. The folds look nice, and then on the back it does say Aries. I'm a little disappointed that these aren't also sculpted, because, you know, why not just sculpt these? If you're only going to use this for Austin Aries, might as well sculpt these so that it says Aries. Like, come on, get your act together, Mattel. But it does look nice for what it is. I really do like the way that looks. So let's actually move on to the figure himself. And he really does look like a really nice figure. So let me actually zoom in on his head. As far as the head scan goes, I'm going to say it does do a pretty decent job of, you know, showing what Austin Aries looks like. Honestly, if I had to say something, it kind of looks like Mario from Super Mario. I don't know, just the way the nose looks and the mustache. It also kind of looks like me when I had shorter hair. Like, I don't know what it is about this figure, but it reminds me of me, except I can't grow a beard or a mustache, so oh, woe is me. But we do have his tattoo right here. Really liking the detail on him, and you can see this arm does have the, not the full armband, but half the armband, where it goes to his, above his elbow, all the way down to his wrist. And then we do have his black wrist tape here. His tights have this really nice, almost slate color to them, with the red stripes painted, as well as the studs. And then on the back of his tights, it does say his name. It says Aries. Going down to his knee pads, he does have the shorter knee pads, as well as some blue socks. Are they blue socks, or are they part of the knee pads? I don't remember, honestly. I should know this, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. And then we do go on to his kick pads, which look really nice. They don't have any design, but that's the way Austin Aries is. So I really do like the way these look. And it does a really good job capturing his likeness from NXT. I know in NXT he was a heel before he got injured, and then when he came to the main roster he turned into a face. But that's Austin Aries for you, and I really do like the way the figure came out. So let's actually move on to his articulation. Oh, before we go on to his articulation, I do want to point out he is using the shorter leg, so he's actually a shorter figure, so he's actually in scale with all your other WWE figures. Moving on to his articulation, he does have a ball jointed head. He can look up about that far. Can't really look down, but he does look up better. He does get some lean in the head, so he can tilt his head side to side. He swivels at the neck, so we get a good range of movement in the head. Really do like that. Arms on a ball joint go out to about that far. He does a full 360. Although that's really tight, I don't know why, and I really hope I didn't just bend or twist that peg. Okay, but yeah, his arms do move a full 360. Really worried about moving this arm now, so we're not gonna move that arm too much. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Bicep swivel, single jointed in the elbow. He spins and bends at the wrist, although his wrist is really tight. I'm actually worried about that too. He has an ab crunch which goes back and forward. Waist swivel, legs go forward and back. They go out. Spin at the under the thigh. Well, they spin at the hip, double jointed in the knee. He has a boot swivel. Really tight boot hinge or ankle hinge, and I really do like that. And we do get a rocker ankle with Austin Aries. So all the articulation you'd expect from an elite figure. What I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up his review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Austin Aries, the greatest man to ever live, posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure, and he came out really wonderfully. Although there are some things I think could have been done better, that being his little entrance coat should have been made of a softer plastic. But it's neither here nor there. It gets out of the way so you can still pose him. So it's not that big of a deal. Although the higher you pose his arm, the more it starts sliding off his torso. So I think right there is actually a really good look for Austin Aries. Now, if you're looking for the NXT Takeover wave, it is exclusive to Target. So if you are wondering where to get the NXT Takeover wave, you're going to have to find them at Target. And luckily for me, I found the entire wave on my first run trying to look for them. It took me about 2 weeks to actually for them to hit the shelves, but the moment I found them, I picked them all up. And I'm really excited to pick up the basic figures. I know I don't really pick up basic figures, but they do have the 2 men, and I really do love NXT, and I just want a collection full of NXT characters, and I already have that going for myself. But if you can find Austin Aries, definitely pick him up. He's a really nice figure to have in your collection, and you know when we get an updated Elite Neville, you're going to need Austin Aries to fight Neville. But with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE Takeover or NXT Takeover figures. They are there, so if you want to take a look at them, please be my guest. And as always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I will definitely have a look at it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone. My dream.